Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by the StreamingAdvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. And what we're going to look at is something new on the Roku Channel. The Roku Channel has a new section just for kids, and it is pretty substantial. In fact, it's almost as substantial as the Roku Channel in general is for other content. So we're going to jump in and sort of give you a look at what they're doing here. You'll see it already starts off with a friendly background. This reminds me a lot of the Netflix kids sections that you might be familiar with already. And you see that just like the regular Roku channel, it breaks things down into a number of things. Ryan's World is quite unrelated to me, just so you know. But what you have here is a number of different video groupings for kids, obviously. And you see there's a number of videos in each. If you look over to the right hand side on this one, you'll see it's 22 based on video games, 24 movies, and so on. So kids will have a lot to see, and the thing is that it breaks things down by both subject and age group. So if your kids are into the superheroes, they can just jump into the superhero section and watch. And, heck, maybe you're into the superheroes too. I know I am. But in general, if you want to be able to focus on kids a certain age, if you've got like toddlers or something like that, you can jump in straight from the start with ages 1 to 3. And you'll see that a lot of the stuff here is aimed very much at the youngest in the household. And that's helpful because when people go out and buy streaming devices, smart TVs, things like that, they have to be wondering, is there anything for my kids on this? Because you might be tired of watching the same thing again and again, and now you'll have something else to watch again and again. Heck, I bet even my wife would enjoy the Happy Hamster. So, on the next step up, ages 4 to 6, you'll see that the content gets just a little bit more advanced. Still a lot of things for obviously younger kids, because 4-year-olds aren't exactly 40-year-olds. But as you move along, you'll see that the content grows in its depth. You get more action adventure as you get into the older, and then you start jumping into YouTube things like the Minecraft tutorials. And trust me, 7 to 10-year-olds and even ahead of that, they love them some Minecraft videos. Just look at how many subscribers some of these Minecraft guys have. I wish I had a couple of them. I think it's interesting you got some Sabrina stuff out there. Sabrina was much more lighter fare before Netflix took it over. But in general, there is a lot to see in each age group. And, after a while, you're going to start seeing things that maybe you remember or enjoyed, maybe even still enjoy. They have a section called Your Parents' Favorite Show. And I thought that was pretty funny because while most of the things are actually a little bit past my time, I could definitely see where people might enjoy it. Let's see if we can find that. There it is, Your Parents' Favorite Show. So these are things that were popular in the 80s and 90s. For instance, the little My Little Pony Tales here. This isn't that newer show. This is the older show from back in the 80s. You got Care Bears. It's an old Superman classics. You can find those in a lot of places. But in general, there is just a lot of different things that you might have enjoyed growing up that you can now share with your kids and let them enjoy themselves. There it is. There's the 1986 version of My Little Pony. So take a look. If you have a Roku, or even if you have a Samsung TV and apps on Android, things like that, this can be a new here, watch this for a while I try to get some things done option. And in some cases, it might be something that you enjoy watching yourself. I hope you found that helpful, and if you did, please subscribe. As always, I'm Ryan Downey, the streaming advisor. Stream on, my friends.